friends, Ione here. I wanted to make a short little video series on discussions around race. I know it seems a little bit late in the game. I had wanted to do this previously. I had made a video shortly after George Floyd was killed, and I decided not to post it because I was worried. I feel so ashamed to say this. I was worried about offending people with what I had to say. We posted a black square to show solidarity on the Facebook page and got a bunch of angry comments about why we'd done that. I posted another meme with a girl holding a sign explaining what the Black Lives Matter movement is about, and we got lots of angry comments about that too. And it's just really funny that I was more concerned about losing likes from people who don't believe that the lives of Black American people matter than I was about speaking out and saying something about what was going on. Can you believe it? So I'm just making 3 short videos to share this week. This one is just my thoughts on the situation and what's going on, and my stance and where uplifting content stands, just so that everybody is clear. To me, it is a given that the lives of all human beings matter. I also believe that the lives of police officers matter. The reason that I stand for Black Lives Matter is that for police officers, for example, if anything happens to them, there's justice swiftly served. However, for the Black community and for Black Americans, the same justice does not apply to them, always. And that's what I want changed, and that is what I believe is incredibly wrong. And so when everything started to pick up, I wanted to go out and protest, but there were protests that were turning violent. I was really afraid to go out. And so the first protest I went to was actually in Big Bear. I had gone away for a few days for a friend's birthday, and we joined a local protest. It was beautiful because it was a small group of like maybe 10 people, 15 people. And I felt a lot more comfortable in a smaller crowd, and yeah, it was just really beautiful for the reactions that we got from people. What I found interesting was that in Big Bear, this beautiful, mountain region, town area, there are a lot of white supremacists. And the day before I was there protesting, a bunch of them had gathered with guns to intimidate the people that were protesting for the Black Lives Matter cause. That really shook me, that this beautiful town of Big Bear could be the home to such hateful people. Kind of blew my mind. And so during the protest, it was the majority of everyone's reactions were super supportive, and it was just such an honor to be there and to connect with other people and just to witness other people saying, yeah, there's a lot that's wrong here and we need to fix it. However, there were 3 instances where people were giving us the middle finger, one person, angry, shaking their head, thumbs down, and it was just, it just blew my mind, because I was wondering, so you're saying, no, Black lives don't matter, and there should not be justice for Black people who have been wronged by society or police or the situation. They do not deserve justice. That's what they're saying. So this is what we're standing for: justice, equal treatment, fairness, equality, and they're saying no. So they're standing for the opposite. And it just blew my mind. And I wished I could have a sit-down conversation with some of these people, just to really understand, but then do I want to have a conversation? Do I want to have a conversation with white supremacists who think that that all Black people are, criminals, rapists, thugs, murderers, they deserve everything they get? Is it really worth me sitting down and trying to understand that person's perspective? Who knows? When I got back to LA, I attended a protest in downtown LA, and also the All Black Lives Matter Pride March, which was really powerful. And so I'm glad that I took a stand. I think what I loved most about the marches was just to see the whole range of people that were there. People of all races, ages, genders. Everyone's there to support one cause, and that to me is what humanity is. That is the best of our humanity, when we understand that it's not me, but it's my fellow brother or sister, and I will stand by them because they deserve to have the same rights that I do. And it's a crazy time, a scary time, but I really, really hope that this leads to change, and it already has. It already definitely has. There's been a huge shift over the last 10, 15 years, and I've noticed it. Growing up in England, I somehow just knew that being black was not good. I resented it. I hated the color of my skin. I hated my hair. I hated everything about myself. I didn't want to tan. I didn't want to get dark. I just wanted to be as light as possible. I hated everything about myself. And why? Where did that come from? That came from society. It came from the image that was portrayed and the way that I was treated and the things that I saw. This just knowing and understanding that being white was better than being black. And that is just a human construct. It's a social construct. That was a story that was made up through history and a bunch of events that everyone has believed. But I've noticed in the last few years that things have changed. When I grew up to about 16, I started having more black and mixed race friends. I started understanding my hair, and eventually I just started to accept myself for who I was. And now I wouldn't change anything about my skin. And I'm so grateful that now I can look at myself with love and value this nice, warm, chocolatey color that I am, and be proud of that and not want to change it. I'm really grateful. But I think there's still a lot of people that, don't feel that way about themselves, that are bleaching their skin, that do feel like being dark is less than. But the change is coming, and one of the things that gives me immense hope is this huge shift in diversity for TV and film, because I think that is going to be a huge catalyst. It's already making a difference, people being able to see themselves in leadership roles. It said that the show 24, that had a black president in it that ran for ages, was what helped lay the foundation for Obama being elected, because people could see a black man as a president, and it wasn't this unbelievable thing anymore, because they could see it regularly on TV. I also heard at another talk a friend was saying that there has been a huge rise in women getting into forensics. They were looking into why that was, and a large part of it was one of the CSI shows, seeing females in this kind of forensic role inspired a bunch of women to step up and do that career. I am so grateful that I've chosen to be in a career, TV and film and entertainment, that has the potential to change people's ideas and to start seeing all sorts of human beings as valuable and worthy and capable of having prestigious careers and positions and understanding different people's stories and perspectives. That brings me joy. The next video is going to be about my experience with racism, and the last video of the series is going to be about how mixed race doesn't exist in America. So thank you for listening, and lots of love. Bye.